Greetings, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to 31 Days to Business Startup. Today is day 15, and I'm going to talk a little bit about time management because I think one of the things that either excites or scares entrepreneurs is this concept of time. I mean, on one hand, we want to be able to have more control over our time, more time to do the things that we want. But then at the same time, when you're thinking about owning your own business, it can be intimidating because you're like, oh, I got to deal with this 24 hours, 7 days a week. And I think the reality of the situation is that you can actually be more efficient with your time. So it doesn't have to be a situation where you're spending more time than you were at your day job, perhaps. And more importantly, that it will become really kind of like a fine art. You'll become creative about what to do with your time because your business will require you to be more engaged. However, that doesn't mean that you have to be hands on or doing specific tasks as it relates to your business all the time. And so, I'm going to start with three things I think is really important in terms of time management when it comes to your business. One, it's important just to be efficient with your time. And the way you're efficient with your time is to focus on one task at a time. And I know we live in a very multitask world where we think and we say and we believe that we can do like 20 things at once. And the reality situation is that the research has come in and that is actually not true. And so being able to kind of focus on one thing at a time, you'll become more efficient and you'll get things done quicker and you'll get it done um, more perfectly because a lot of times when you're multitasking, you're kind of not doing things as well as you could. The second thing I want you to think about is to set certain goals around your business, but with a time limit, meaning that let's say I want to get something done as it relates to my business. I want to get my social media up and running. Give it time, like 4 weeks, 3 months, whatever the case may be, and not to feel like, oh, I got to get everything done and I got to get it done right now. The third thing I want you to think about is you will have to, there will be moments in your business when you'll have to really what I call surrender to time. Because a lot of times we will think that something needs to be done, it needs to be done now, and it needs to show up and manifest. And sometimes things just take time. You just kind of got to wait it out. And I think I always say that business is more of a marathon than a sprint. And so, therefore, things are not going to happen overnight. And being able to surrender to time will allow you to kind of embrace and relax and allow the process to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So I got my top 7 ways to kind of be efficient with your time. And they are: one, spend at least 15 to 30 minutes per day verbally, or you could write this down, confirming the plans that you have, confirming the things that you want to do, the plans of the things that you want to do for your business that day. So, like I get up in the morning, I'm like, I know I'm going to like record a podcast. I know I'm going to work on social media. I know I'm going to create another course for the Business Academy. So, like in the morning, just kind of, verbally, I like to write it down, but, some people are verbal. Just what are your plans for today? What am I going to do today? As it relates to my business, and not focus on tomorrow or next week or next month, but just for today. And just do that every morning, like maybe, like I said, for 15 to 30 minutes or 5, whatever the case may be. Secondly, you know what? When you need to get things done, put up a do not disturb sign. I think that is, hotels are where I generally see do not disturb signs, but I think as individuals and people, we need to set boundaries and create space so that we can do what we need to do without being disturbed, because we live in an ever disturbing society, not disturbing in terms of a negative, but like there's just always something constantly going on, and our attention is always being grabbed in one area or another. And so, you know what, feel free to put up a do not disturb sign and let people know that, look, right now you got things to do and you don't have time to do anything else. Secondly, the third thing on my list is disconnect, or what we what people say, unplug from digital technology for a few minutes to a few hours every day. Social media can grip people and strip away time, and you'll be checking your tweet, next thing you know it's 2 hours later. So figure out a way to kind of unplug. It could be for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. I try to just step away from social media for at least a few hours a day, because once I'm in it, I feel like the time just whizzes by, and next thing I know, it's been hours, and there were things I needed to do. So unplug, folks. The other thing is, number 4 is affirm the importance of, affirm the importance of, like, spending time thinking about, talking about, or planning, or doing activities as relates to your business. So I think a lot of times we think, oh, if I'm not doing like a specific task like marketing or sales or accounting or whatever as it relates to our business, we think, oh, those are the kind of things that really show that we're doing something as it relates to our business. And I contend that if you're having a conversation with somebody about your business, that is time spent on your business. If you're kind of pondering like which direction you want to go as it relates to maybe a product or service, that is part of your business, and that is work related stuff that is going on. And so, like, be all right with the fact that maybe yesterday you spent 2 hours thinking about how to redesign the t-shirt, and you really got somewhere on that. You really figured out a new design, and you figured out something that's really going to be doable, and something that's going to be really engaging, and something that's really going to sell. So don't like beat yourself up because you're like thinking about it or having conversations about your business, because that also is considered, in my opinion, very important task as it relates to your business. Number 5, eliminate the things that waste your time. I'm going to be doing a video later on in the month where I talk about outsourcing, but one of the things I had to do is I had to step away from watching TV, quite honestly, because it could take a lot of my time. So things that waste my time, and I know it wastes my time when I could be spending that maybe a little bit of that time at least on doing business related tasks. I just kind of like I had to let stuff go, and this is going to be one of the hardest things to do, but your business is worth it. So consider eliminating those things that waste your time. And then number 6 is, reward yourself and celebrate your accomplishments. I mean, I think a lot of times we're in the thrust of our business and we're doing things and we're making stuff happen and we're making that money, and then we just forget to, like, maybe once a week or once a month or once every quarterly, just kind of like take ourselves out to dinner, or just treat ourselves to something nice, saying, wow, for the last 3 months I really have hustled my butt, and I've done a lot as it relates to my business, and as a result it has grown, or I've accomplished X, Y, and Z. So folks, when it comes to time management, celebrate the fact that you spent this time on your business and that you've been successful at doing the things that you wanted to do. Whether or not that's netted you any new profit, don't worry about that, but just celebrate it, because I think the more you celebrate the fact that you've done really important things as it relates to your business, the more inspired and motivated you're going to be to continue. And the last thing, which I think is the most important thing when it comes to time management, is just forgive yourself for all the times that you wasted doing nothingness when you should have been working on your business. Let it go. It's over now. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So just forgive yourself and move on. Lord knows I have had many a moments where I know good and well that I wasted time, and I felt bad and I beat myself up about it. And so just forgive yourself. It's all right. It's all good. Like I earnestly believe that everything happens in divine order, and forgiving myself just allows me to kind of just reconcile those old moments, and then also get myself energized for the new moments. Okay, fam, I hope you got a little something out of this. Be sure to visit me on my website at charlottefixmybiz.com. Oh, yeah, and coming soon is my business academy. Now, that's where I will provide you with step-by-step training to grow your email list, help you create a sales system to help you increase your sales and profits, and also to do it in a way that feels authentic and focused on top-notch customer service. All right, now take care, fam. Wishing you nothing but peace and prosperity. I'll see you next time.